Good evening. My name is Phil Koch. I'd like to welcome you to another show here of Aging with Attitude, which is Channel 21, servicing the greater Charlotte metro market, which also includes the Gastonia market, which our two visitors are here tonight from. Welcome to the show. Tonight we have Mr. Bob Bigger and we have Professor Donald Norris Jr., both from Gastonia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Great to be on the show again in front of the Aging with Attitudes camera. This time, though, not with a guitar strung around my neck. I've done quite a few of these shows.
You have. Welcome back. Tonight, the topic will be discussed is going to be change in the ability to hear. So, Bob, let's start off. Tell us, as I understand it, you have some hearing loss that has progressed. Tell us how that started and your thoughts on it.
Well, first of all, I'd like to establish that I'm 65 years old.
Okay.
I'm a senior citizen.
Right.
And for many, many years, up until I was about 58 years old, I had excellent hearing. In fact, I was in a business that requires good hearing. I was a radio news reporter.
Yeah.
And when you're covering county commissioner meetings and city council meetings, you have to have a good ability to understand what's being said and, so that you can report on it.
Right.
So, and also I sang and played music. I was, strummed the guitar and sang constantly. It was just, music was a big, big part of my life.
Right.
And when I became 57 years old, I got to thinking, I'm very particular about my eyes, my vision. I don't let a year go by that I don't get my eyes checked. My heart, my physical body, everything I check except my hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So I made an appointment with a good audiologist, and I said, let's see where I stand, okay? So I went in late May of 2009 and got my hearing tested, and he came up to me after I came out of the booth, and he said, I was very comforted. He said, you have hearing loss that is consistent with a 57-year-old man living in a noisy world. Hearing aids are an option, not a requirement, an option. I said, okay, well, I'm conscientious enough, let's get them. So I paid almost $3,000 out of pocket. Insurance does not cover them.
Right.
And I started wearing them, and they made a tremendous difference. I thought I was hearing all kinds of conversations and so forth, and I really wasn't, and I saw how the hearing aids enhanced my ability to hear, although it was not a drastic hearing loss.
Right.
Things went along normally for almost a year, and then I'll say that up around January, February, March of 2010, I had some signs that all was not well in Hearingville.
Right.
One of the first signs that I had, I went to get my car's front end realigned, and I was sitting in the waiting room, and I saw my car pulled up outside the door, and I thought, maybe it's ready. So I waited and waited and waited, and finally, after 30 minutes, I stood up and walked to the counter, and I said, do you know when my car is going to be ready? He said, you're Bob. I said, yes. He said, your car's been ready for a half hour. He said, I called your name 3 times, and you didn't respond. You did what? I called your name 3 times, and you didn't respond.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was really wrapped up in that magazine article. That was one of the best articles. I just wasn't paying attention. Denial.
Yeah.
The next sign was rather chilling because I was playing a dance at the Gastonia Adult Recreation Center in Gastonia, and we had a guest come up from the audience, and she was singing the great Chris Christopherson classic, Help Me Make It Through the Night.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot of instruments playing, and I'm thinking, everything's out of tune. It was like all these different beautiful instruments were tuned differently, and I couldn't even recognize